Whatever y'all. Y'all know the routine. Give me a minute. Let me share the stream. How y'all doing? Talk to me in the chat. How y'all doing? Share the stream. How y'all doing? Uh, all right, one moment, sharing it. What's going on? How y'all doing? Talk to me in the comments. What up, Panda? Everybody share the stream for me. We got special guest Ed on tonight. Special guest Ed to tell his side of the story. Um, I'm just sharing it. Give me a second. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of the Outside, the Late Night Podcast. We're going to have Ed Beatles on in a second. Let me just share the stream. Bad. These comments going to be lit tonight. I can see it. Yeah, well, I mean, it's his perspective. You know, he put it on. He was one of the decision makers also. Mm. All right. That was everyone's day. Hope everyone had a good day. What up, Tarika? My bad for the late. We had league um, first day of Monday, first day of Monday night league, but you know they had the meeting, so it was a late night. And then in this summer league we bowled 4 games. So, but yeah, shout out to Rob and Daryl. We won tonight. So we trust me, I bowled a hell of a lot better than I did at the tour stop. That's for sure. That's for sure. Hey, what up, my dog Purry? Hey, you don't want them problems, though, dog. You don't want the problems. It's like that over here. You don't want them problems. You don't want them problems. It's like that over here. All right, hold on. Wait for Ed. He about to join in soon. I just sent him the link. But yeah, yesterday was amazing. I appreciate all the feedback I got from the show yesterday. It was a fun show. Y'all know, I enjoy talking to y'all. I enjoy doing this. Um, I enjoy doing this. I really, 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 really had a good time yesterday, and I definitely appreciate all the love, everybody who's reached out. I'm um, definitely going to um, keep going. I'm trying to see the last night's video is pretty much at 2,500. 25. No. Yeah. Right now we at almost 2,500 views just from last night's shows. One of my most viewed shows ever. So I appreciate y'all. It's like 451 comments and 2,500 views in 24 hours. I definitely appreciate the love. But without further ado, we have. You might have that too, Nick. I gotta check that. You might be right. But I'll hit you up in the morning. But further ado, we got Ed Orders. What's going on, sir? How you doing?
Man. Just trying to find my moonshine. Hold on, give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute.
Now, I got a quick question for you.
What up?
Because the chat was buzzing yesterday. So I could be more in the chat today. Are you answering questions from the chat?
Was I answering questions from the chat?
Yeah.
A couple of questions that was asked. I was answering them.
No. I'm talking about as we're going tonight.
Oh yeah, I can answer them. Yeah.
Okay. Let me stop being greedy. Put the chips down. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
I gotta take a short drive after this, so I can't drink right now.
It's one of them days.
Yo, so as like we said last night, I gave my version of events of how yesterday went. And now we have Ed Beatles who wanted to give his version of events after yesterday's show. And I definitely know that he wants to address certain things that we've seen on Facebook, the same as I did yesterday, and kind of answer some of the misconceptions that we had yesterday. Because overall, yesterday was a great day. Like, minus that one, it's hard to say it was little because it led to all of this. But other than that one hiccup, we had a pretty flawless day. Like, everything was flowing well. It was about to be out of there early. Like, everything was flowing well yesterday up until that point. So I hate that it happened to kind of diminish such a great day, but overall, the day was good. The day was good. Even after we finally, right before me and Ed got into the car, we still had some good news coming in. So it was a good day overall, minus that, to be honest with you. Now, what led to the series of events? Was there prerequisites or not? But without further ado, but Ed, I just want to first and foremost, we both need to apologize.
Yes.
We found some information out, and it's not to throw anyone under the bus or anything like that.
Just facts.
But we gotta apologize, and the reason why I feel like we gotta apologize because last year when we put the shot out, Ed was out there playing on it to test the shot before the tournament, and this time, I'm gonna be honest with you, we did not. I don't know if it just fell between the cracks, but yeah, we definitely got to apologize about that for not playing on the shot. Not to say whether the shot would have changed or not, but we don't know the conditions that y'all played on because we didn't play on the shot. So, not saying that
to make sure it was the correct shot that was put down.
But we did find out that it was not the correct shot. Yeah, we did find out it was not a correct shot. Um, we were told that they would put down a 6-1, and we asked them to put down a 9-1 ratio shot. What was the shot?
It was called Gateway Arch, but the one that was supposed to be put down was supposed to be the 9-1 ratio. And what ended up getting put down was the 6-1 ratio, which is a sport shot.
So we definitely got to apologize for that. But so Ed, speaking of that, so now that we know what happened with the shot, what would you say was the start of your day yesterday when we got to the bowling alley?
Saying yesterday?
I meant Saturday.
No. Right here. Okay. Well, walking up in there, everything seemed to be okay. We've run a little bit behind schedule. Getting the entries in, getting that going, that looked good. Oh yeah, I got the scores. Yeah, I got those all laid out. Finally, getting back from work, getting that taken care of. But the day was looking pretty good. Appreciate Tony, Antoine, Marshall. Great job, helping out, getting everything going, getting everything started up. It was great. Starting out, sign up did well. It was quicker than last year's.
Much quicker.
For sure. And then just, moving forward from there, uh, that was the biggest thing is moving forward and getting everybody signed up. Everything looked good the first squad, but as everything got set up, it was already done. Get ready to start. I'm already put on a little bit of an alert because I was given a great warning by to say just beware. Something that he saw me. I haven't been around it much. Been
Say
around.
that again. You
I
kind of
said
went
I
out.
haven't been around. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? You good?
Yeah, you said you was warned about what?
So I was warned that there might be some professional sandbaggers in the house.
Oh, you was warned.
At a
Oh, you
tournament.
talking about
Yeah,
the tournament?
yeah, tournament.
Hold on, were you
So
talking about before?
was that?
Are you talking about before we started, or are you talking about when she got there?
No. Before we got started, this is like the first set at 11 a.m.
Oh! After Tom Bowl.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it was, and I was like, oh, okay. That put me on
I
alert.
was seeing where we was at because I was like,
Right.
okay.
I'm
If
just
you was,
trying. I'm on alert. I'm trying to see who's being talked about with who it is, because I haven't been around bowling much
okay,
at
hold on.
all. So,
Rewind because I don't know if I'm blanking out or if you blanking out,
hold
but
on
you
here.
just sound wait.
Let me switch
You
my
just went robot on
switch
me.
my. Can you hear me now? Can you see me?
Yeah, because the reason why I'm asking because I want to make sure that everything is crystal clear and lined up. I don't want nothing, you know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing misconstrued of where we at in the story. So when you say, because what you just said was, you there, Ed, or you froze? All right, I think Ed is froze. All right, yeah. I was like, yeah, because I don't want to get nothing misconstrued. All right, we're gonna wait for him to. You said that Comcast internet. Yeah, we. We We just wait for it to sign back up. Just replying, but yeah, so yeah, because I don't know, because that sounded a little crazy at first, because I was like, all right, you back? Let me see.
There we go. All right.
All right, you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, because I was like, it was sounding a little crazy at first. It was like almost sounding. I was like, all right, so when you said you was warned, where you at in the story? Like, walk us, make sure there's clear
Oh,
where you
so
at.
we're so we're at the AM. We had the first squad. At the first squad. So we further right after practice for the first squad that started, an announcement was made. Tyrone let everybody let me know. Ed, there's some professional sandbaggers up in here.
And when was
Just
this?
letting them know, calling them out. Was that?
And when was this?
This was at the first squad, the 11 a.m. squad.
So we're at the 11 a.m. squad during practice, and
Yeah,
that's when. Okay.
that's when that announcement came across. So I was on high alert, trying to see what was being talked about, what's going on. You know, who's there, who will be a sandbag. Let me see what's going on. So at that point, I appreciate the warning, because I haven't been around this for so long. This is our second time, or you and I, our second time throwing a tournament, and don't know much about it, but try to do the best I can with this. So keep moving forward. Um, as the day went by, everything is running pretty smooth. Get the scores in. Scores were so.
It
Everything
was.
was flowing. Everything is flowing pretty good. Then here comes the sign up for the second squad, the
Okay.
3 o'clock or say 4 o'clock squad. Now, it's one thing about people when it comes to if you ask something or I know you want to be a part of something, but when you know you did something wrong, you ask not to be like you cannot or told that you cannot be a part of it, just leave. Don't sit there and cause a whole scene for what? Not it doesn't make sense. Somebody says you're not a part of this or you can't be a part of this, just leave, please. That's the biggest thing. So what ended up happening is that individual showed up. Don't know his last name, just know his first name. This individual, what he did last year at this tournament, a pair of lanes broke down.
Mhm.
He asked for a refund because the other people that was on that lane was flying back, going to go back to DC. So we gave him a refund. But this individual decided to stay there and throw his own side pots during the tournament. I sat there and watched him. Sat right there by the basketball machine and watched him for about 10 minutes. What he was doing, walking back and forth, getting scores, collecting money. And even you, Marshall, saw that too as well. You
Yeah,
was
I
wondering
saw.
like, why does he got a clipboard?
Yeah, at the time we were so busy and there was so much happening. But through passing, I kept wondering like, what the fuck is he doing with a clipboard?
Right.
Like it was, but I never like thought I needed to investigate it or nothing. But it was just like,
Yeah, I do. I got that Nelly Wi-Fi going on right now from Reggie.
but yeah, it was weird because I kept saying like, what the hell? Like, what is he doing with a clipboard? Like, taking orders? Like, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm. So, you know, saw it and I was just like, okay, he's not coming back next season. Next year, he's not allowed to be in the tournament.
Yeah,
About
we both kind of like when you said that. It was really no pushback because I kind of understood. Because, like, to be honest, it was like, yo, I thought me and him was cool.
mm-hmm.
where like we probably could have needed him that day, and he could have
Yeah,
probably made the same amount of money that he would have did doing that. So he could have just, he could have, you know what I'm saying? He could have just did something like that, but he
yeah,
took it.
yeah,
He took it. Yeah, he took it too far with that. He was wilding
yeah,
with that.
yeah. At that point, that's a blatant disrespect. You wouldn't go to anybody else's tournament and probably do that, would you? You know, just putting it out
Yeah,
there.
yeah, that was
Just
kind
putting it
of
out there.
crazy.
No, you couldn't go to USBC Nationals. You couldn't go anywhere else and do that, would you? That's more. That was a respect level more thing on
Yeah,
that, and
yeah,
I didn't
that was
I
big
didn't
on
appreciate that
respect.
one bit.
Yeah,
That's the better. That's one thing that in this community, man. We gotta have better respect for one another, especially when we know where you bowl, we know where you could
yeah,
be at any time. And hell, some of us got well, we got each other's phone numbers in our own phone. You
yeah.
still want to sit there and put out disrespect. I don't understand it, but I'll get to that part a little later. Um, so talked to him, got that squared off. He walked. He finally moved away. He finally admitted, yeah. At first, he was trying to not admit that he wasn't doing it, and it's all good. And then when he continued, then try to put out a little threat. I don't take kindly to threats, and that was taken care of. He walked away. He finally admitted later on he was wrong. It's all good. Moved on from there. Everything got signed up. People got signed up. Second shift gets started. Now, shift gets started. Everybody's bowling in the room, and then next thing you know, I'm sitting here. Okay, I'm getting a little small alert. What's going on? I'm still looking around to see who these sandbaggers are because I still haven't found it yet. I'm like, okay, so here we go.
Hmm.
Alex Jordan walks in and says, "Hey, something ain't right on one of these lanes. Somebody's got like a couple of sticks and they bowling their ass." I'm like, "Hold on, let me see what this is." I go out there and look on the lane, and this is game two because I'm still entering things in on game one by game one, getting that stuff taken care of. Go out there and I'm looking, I see some things, I'm paying attention. And I walk back in, I'm like, hey, we may have to re-rate somebody. Came back to you, told you, hey, we may have to do this. And so, Alex Jordan, appreciate the love and helping me remind me, or actually say, yeah, remember that individual bowled at that house. I couldn't remember what league though. He was asking, he said, oh, does the house keep records and stuff here? I'm like, I've seen the where different houses where they had a little folders and stuff like that. I was like, this one they don't do that. They took it away. I don't know why. I think that every house should still have keep the little book record sitting out front so everybody can flip through and see what's up. Because that helps the flow of things. That helps things to be to keep it straight out. But I get it that sometimes I get it why they take it away, and sometimes why they keep it out. As I said, I was trying to remember because I work in the pro shop there at times or help out there. And I was trying to remember where did I see her bowl, what league, what night. Then it hit me. I was like, oh, it's Wednesday night. I've seen it because I'll be there and I help out with in the pro shop in there and take care of people's stuff and clean everything. And I pay attention to what's going on around. I see her and the guy. They bowl on two separate teams, but they bowl on Wednesday night. I wasn't sure the name of the league. So I said, let me go, let's keep this afloat. Let me go look for some research and find something. Lo and behold, I find that she is on a league called Beat the House. Beat the House 2023 season. And her last name is, of course, her name's on there. I look and I see that she is a 148 average bowler. And she had 42 games. Now, I'm like, well, we got to re-rate. By that time, I found that information out. It's the fourth game. Got to get ready to get started. Fourth game's going. So I'm like, well, we gotta bring her in and talk to her. Bring her in and talk to her. I asked some questions. First question I asked, I said, "Are there any leagues you bowled in this past season that just ended?" Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I did. I bowled Miss Betty's league on Thursday. I did about 6 games, but 6 games. Though I was a 148 average on that, but I did 6 games. But that don't matter. I was like, oh okay.
She said
Any,
six
any other one?
games.
So yeah, six. She was sitting right next to me. 6 games, six. I said 6 games. I said, you sure? Yeah, yeah. I said, well, I found another league that you was on called Beat the House. And I showed her this exact paperwork right here. And said, I see another league that you was on, Beat the House. And it shows it right here. You have 42 games and 148 sticks. We have 48 average on that. Why didn't you tell us that? Well, my USBC, I get to USB says that, but on the rules here on our flyer, it says 2021 to 2023 season, your highest average. Even though, yes, that was not posted on USBC.com, on bowl.com, because that's another story. I'll talk about that later. But you still, as a bowler, need to have the correct information and be as honest as possible to make sure you have the right scores in for the fairness of not just you, but the fairness of everybody else. So that's what she did not do. Also, she almost didn't want to sign the paperwork. Had to tell her to sign the paperwork again.
Yeah, now that part I don't know about because I wasn't in there for that. So I don't even know how that conversation went.
So, it got signed at the end of the day. It got signed. It got signed. All right. So from that point, I said, you told her, you're going to have to be re-rated. And according to we say being re-rated, the rule of 20 pins above average, above your last average, that got to be reported. First thing she said, oh no, Joe Spain took that out 3 years ago. As soon as I heard that, what? Oh, so this has happened before. That's what's going through my mind. Oh, this has happened before. Okay. Okay. No, Joe Spain. I can get Joe Spain on the phone right now. I know Joe Spain. We'll talk to him. There's no problem with that. I'm like, I don't have to talk to him right now. So she gets mad. She walks out the door. Seconds later, she busts back in with Joe Spain on speed dial. Now in my head, I definitely know this shit has happened before. And one of the biggest things for me is I cannot stand when somebody cheats. How dare you walk into a community that I really enjoy, I really like. I am loyal to some people with the community. I am loyal to the community itself. I invest, I put hard work into it, and wanting things to get better for the community. How dare you walk your, I'm gonna say it, trifling ass into our community and do that shit? It's not cool. It's not cool. Not one bit. So I have no sympathy at that time. None for you. I can say, okay, I'm gonna re-rate. Re-rate's a good cover up for another word, but I'm gonna keep that to myself. But re-rate, but she didn't want to take the re-rate. So Joe Spain's on the phone. I said, I'll talk to Joe Spain. I called Joe Spain from my phone. He clicked over. First thing he greeted me, he said, "Hi Ed." I said, "How you doing?" He said, "Oh, long time no hear. It's been a while." I said, "Yes, sir, it has." Because Joe Spain and I have talked about a situation dealing with Fat Tuesday League that happened last season with certain individuals. I'm sure people in this cast may have heard, but I'll get to that story too a little later because I'm tired. I'm really tired of people wanting to cheat and then don't take the responsibility of doing what's supposed to be done, and then want to put it on its officials' fault, or never bring us a part of it.
Mhm.
So talk to Joe Spain. Joe Spain says his first thing he asks, he says, "Is this a sanctioned league?" And that's one thing you and I would talk about, Montreal, about the next time we do one. I would like for it to be a sanction. I mean, to be a sanctioned tournament. I just didn't know anything about that. I didn't know that we can be a sanctioned tournament. Found that out later on that we could be a sanctioned tournament.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm halfway. I'm damn near retired from this shit, right? Like I told you last time.
Yeah, yeah.
My ass is done with my main focus now is trying to change shit within joining the USBC
I
mafia
feel
clique.
you. Yeah, I'm right there with you on that. I'm definitely with you on that. Is change
Cause
this all up and make sure this is right, because
yeah,
this is a broken system. And I'll talk
yeah.
about that a little later. So he says that this is sanctioned tournament. I said no, it's not. He said okay. Then what is your ruling? I said, well, USBC averages there, but also your averages from this season of 2023 is not put in yet. But I ended up finding that information that she failed to tell us and didn't tell us, and we found it, and we're gonna re-rate her. He said, okay, fine, but that's what you're gonna do. That's what you're gonna do. Hung up. Have a nice day. At that point, she comes back inside. Joe Spain calls her back, tells her what the info is. She deals with it. At that same time, what that's going on, her husband comes barging in, and he starts talking. He starts talking, asking the staff their questions. He asked Marshall some questions. Marshall answered those questions. As I'm listening, I asked him a question. I said, hold on, wait a minute. How many other times has this happened before before we got here? How many other times has this happened? He didn't want to answer that question. He tried to overtalk and talk about something. I said, no, stop. Mm-mm. How many other times? I told him, I said, you asked a question to us and you expected an answer from us. I'm asking you a question. I want to answer back from you. How many other times had this happened before it got to us? He got mad. He said two. Two other times this happened to somebody else's tournament and other bowlers in the community. How dare you try to do this? How dare you? At that point in time, in my head, I'm like, both of y'all are disqualified. Fuck the bullshit. Both of y'all are disqualified. So there, it went forward. They got mad. She got all upset and everything. Walked all out. Still causing hoop. But at that same time, we all still trying to get the day over with. Put brackets in, get the scores in, get the money, and give it out to everybody. But all that stopped all that, and that can't necessarily happen in the future. But if that's going to be one, but it is what that is. And at that point, right there, I was done. But handling that, we talked with Thomas. That was the other sandbagger. Found out his information on league secretary. Showed it to him. I asked him, "Hey, is there any other league you bowled in this season?" Yes, I did. Yes, I actually bowled in two. I only found one league, but he said I bowled two. I bowled in two. And I said, okay, this is you right here? Yeah. Okay. I said, so I asked him, I said, do you want to be disqualified or be re-rated? He took the re-rate and was happy with that and walked off. So the thing is, he realized the gig is up. Yeah, the gig is up. The gig is truly up. That's one thing. I'm not the kind to let somebody try. You're not trying. And I appreciate it. One of the biggest things that I was very proud of was this bowling community sitting there like, nah, this is not what we're gonna do. You're not gonna walk in here and do this to us. No. You're not gonna walk in. Now I wasn't out there hearing her when she was boasting about what she did at the other other tournaments and how she did. I didn't hear any of that at all. I didn't hear it from my own ears, but I heard that happened. And I'm like, how dare you? You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna shit in our faces. This is just not gonna happen.
Mhm.
No, I don't. And and so after that, we finally got everything finished out. And for those who waited for their winnings, I thank you for your patience, big time. Totally thank you for your patience. Um, some things got the stand. I have the standings too as well. I would get those posted ASAP. Sorry they wasn't posted even earlier. I had work to do. Normal life kind of comes back to everything. That would be posted after this podcast. It'll be done. Just now kind of getting back from work and everything. Um, and I've already and also it was some side pots, the high games. Got those taken care of. I got in touch with some people and cashed out them and got them their winnings. But there are still some people that are out there that you got some winnings. I would definitely, before we do the, in this podcast, I would definitely put them out of who has them, who has, and y'all can get in touch with them or hit them up if you got them. If you're their friends on Facebook, hit them up saying, hey, you got winnings, and to contact Martrell or myself so I can get them to them. Okay. It's one thing I don't play. I don't play with people's money. I don't play with people's money. That's one of the biggest reasons why I'm alive today. I don't play with people's money. I'm honest and I'm very, very straightforward and I'm very transparent, trustworthy. Now, after that part is over with, I know there's a lot of confusion that was going on, but one of the things I don't appreciate, I don't like, is you put your opinion out, but you don't get the full facts. Like I said again, you put your opinion out, but you don't get the full facts. I don't understand how you could be a part of a community and when something not necessarily doesn't go right or go too well, that you down the individuals instead of actually saying, let's help them out. Let's make it better. I see what they're trying to do. Look for the positive things in it. But you want to put out the negative things and you want to try to destroy it. But trust me, you ain't gonna destroy it. Not me, not Montreal, not anybody that's covered. Just telling you that straight out. And you have the audacity to still be in the indie community and want to try to blast somebody. That's not cool. This very same person, you know who you are. I helped you out a couple of times during the league. I'm not gonna put you on blast. I'm not gonna put your business out there. You and I, you have my number. You and I, we can talk about it a little later. But that's not cool. Not saying that you were a friend, not, but you was a teammate at one point in time. When you asked for help, I gave you help. And you said you're gonna pay back. You didn't do it. I wasn't looking for it to be paid back. If anybody asks to borrow anything from me, I'm not looking for it. You say you're gonna pay it back, you pay it back. But I'm not looking for it to be paid back. That'd be more like a expected, unexpected type thing for me. It's almost like it's not necessarily not as normal, but I don't give out too much more than what I can't handle. That's just real. Thinking of, first thing I see on Sunday morning is I see a post from the coach of the young lady. Now, let's go back real quick before we get to that point about coaching, right? So here's the backstory about, I guess, I don't know, say how this whole thing has happened. Over the summer last summer, I'm working in the pro shop. I'm an apprentice in the pro shop, learning about how the whole system of the science of taking care of a bowling ball, right? And here comes this couple walk in. They didn't walk in as a couple. He walked in first. into the pro shop and said, I'm gonna get back in the bowling. I want to get a bowling ball. Well, I'm thinking like, okay, maybe you're gonna look at the entry level balls. No, he looks right at the performance balls, and the first thing he looks at is the Black Widow 3.0. And he said, I want that ball. I said, okay. Okay, do you want that ball? Cool. All right, we'll get that jet up for you. No problem. And he said, well, my wife gonna be back in here. She's bringing her own ball that she got online. So I said, okay, fine. So I'm thinking, okay, if he's been back in the bowling, maybe he's gonna get the 3 fingers. Nah, he said no, 2 finger. I was like, oh, okay.
Who are we talking about?
This is her husband. This is the cheating couple. This is the backstory of how I met them, or how they
the
met
backstory
me.
of how you met.
Yeah, how they
Cheryl.
met me. Right, Cheryl Washington. Yeah, Cheryl and Stanley. Yes.
Okay.
And so they walk in. He walks in. David drills up the ball. We drilled the ball for him and everything because he wanted to be 2 finger, not 3 finger. He's all right. And he walks out. She walks in the door a little later on, right? She has the ball in her hand. When I pulled the ball out of the bag, I pulled the ball out of the box, it's an overseas ball. It ain't just any old ball. It's a ball like you don't just buy this ball. You know something about it. You gotta know about it. She pulls out.
She brought an overseas ball.
Overseas high performance ball. Or I say really mid performance ball because the Black
Widow. Well, that's
Widow
what she brought into this shop.
Yeah, she bought the Black Widow Domination. That's a really tough, solid cover stop.
Yeah.
On that ball, and you bring that in there. No, okay. So we was like, we both looked at her and said, "That's a strong ball. You sure you want to start?" And she said, "Well, I wanted to learn how to curve the ball." So she wanted to get fingertips, so she got fingertips. But then they say know how to hold it with fingertips. Then the next question she asked, she says, "Do any of you guys give lessons?" At the time, I don't give lessons. I never gave lessons. I may give advice, but I don't give a lesson. I look at David because he normally does, lessons at times. He was like, "Hey, my schedule is full for this summer. You can do it." I said, "Okay, I'll try this thing." So I charged her $50 for basic lessons, for 4 basic lessons. $50 per session. 4 basic. When I mean basic as in, hey, there's 39 boards. I put tape on the ground and said each one of these dots is represent 5, the number of 5. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Each one of those arrows is 5 boards. Each one of those pins should be lined up on each one of those arrows. Just basic on how to hold a fingertip ball, how to throw a ball, how to keep your wrist, you got to keep your wrist locked, and those things. That's as far as it went. After that, I didn't do no more training work. But then later on, I walk in and still walking to the pro shop later on because I'm back at work and everything, full-fledged. And Jim Lewis has been coaching her ever since. Like he said,
hey, hold on. She said, "You know who this is?"
What?
She said she brought a cheap $90 ball first. I know her. If anyone wants the truth, ask her for a receipt from the pro shop.
Wait, what? Wait, she bought a cheap. Oh wow. Oh boy, it's funny. Well, hey, I didn't know that. I'm glad to find that out.
Yeah.
So that's where it comes from. That part of where that was the only part that I taught was just some of the basics. But here's the thing: is this end up finding out before she tried to start this thing back? Like I haven't bowled in a while. But she took a whole season off. She bowled 2021, didn't do 2022, then came back on 2023. When you look at the history of bowl.com. But later on, we found out she been bowling for she didn't bowl for the last 10 years, but she been bowling before. So, that's just the thing of this is, I have zero tolerance for when you try to cheat. I don't know. When you got local on speed dial like that already lets you know something ain't right. It gave me red flags all day long when that happened. So yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm interested to seeing her because I think this is her to even just bring her on.
Oh, I hear you. Bring him on too.
Hold on.
I doubt she would do it because she said she don't want to bowl any more black tournaments anymore. She want to bowl only white tournaments.
She just said, "Hold on, let me see."
I think she's done with black folks. She's done with this black community of bowlers.
Let me I'm trying to see if I could. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna try to bring her on. Hold on.
You got a Facebook?
Yeah, I think this is her on Facebook.
Oh, what? Word? She on Facebook?
Hold on, let me
Oh, somebody said, who's Anita?
Yeah, I think that's her. So I just sent her the link.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that gotta be why. Don't need to hide.
Yeah,
No need to hide.
I just sent her the link. So
yeah, no need to hide.
Yeah.
No need to hide. No need to do that.
Yeah, because
no need to do that.
Yeah, it's just to clear the air from both perspectives. Because not even. I'm not even. I guess the only thing we could do at this point is just educate. Because
I mean that is a big thing is educate because I mean you look at USBC rules, that is a long, that's a book when it comes to their rules. It's a book. It's literally a book. Oh, Jamil said, oh, he said her dude been bowling on Wednesday and Thursday. Oh.
And Tuesday.
Oh yeah, and Tuesday. That's right. And Tuesday. On Tuesday. Sure is. I mean, I had some issues with him before. Well, on Tuesday, I had one had to deal with him one time because I mean, he's got to have a better attitude about some things and know the rules. Knowing the rules is big. I know that's a big book. It's a big book, and it's a lot of things, a lot of gray areas in the rules. A lot of gray areas in the rules, and it sucks. I mean, that's one. I work in sports, and this is one of the sports I've seen where the book has so many gray areas in it. I've never seen this many rules that has gray areas like this.
Yeah.
You watch like football. It's everything is this where it is, this where it is, exactly where it is up here. Basketball, same thing as a book. Same thing, and everything is straight to the point of where there's no gray area. Well, this happens and this and that. But what I do understand of USBC when it comes to their book is that we as the bowlers are the ones that have got to keep the guidelines enforced.
I agree with this comment here too, but also she said applying the rules clearly and convincingly is also a big thing. And I agree with you. I don't want to make it seem like I disagree. And this is
Right.
another issue I have with the USBC. Like when you're when you're introduced to any other sport, you're kind of introduced with a book. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
if you
You
really
are.
want to find the rules for bowling and understanding, like you really got to dig through bowl out. Like it's crazy what you have to do to find a set of rules in bowling. And I think we need to like, and I guess as I'm trying to go through and get through to the USBC, I think we need a better access to these rules because there's a lot of stuff that people don't know that we still go through today. Like people still, I don't know how many times a year I hear that you got a hole pause in that ball, you got to put a finger in it pause.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah. Yeah.
when we
I've
hear
seen
that
I've seen
time
some
after
people that
time,
have three holes in their ball and they still use two
yeah,
sometimes. I'm
these got
like,
people who are still with weight holes in the ball. I was at a tournament
yeah.
a couple of months ago. Um,
Wow.
and I know you can get one from USBC.com, but it shouldn't be it shouldn't be that hard to access.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
You got to search for it.
yeah, like
Unless
it
you
should
just
be a
type
thing.
up, if you type up in Google like USBC
Yeah,
rule book, sometimes it'll just pop right up and you just click on it. But then when you click on it, it's a PDF
yeah,
and you can choose to download it or just read straight from the PDF.
yeah. It shouldn't be that difficult to get there.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know if she saw my message or not,
I don't
but
think she cares.
yeah, but I think um
Oh,
I agree with you.
Tony said you can order it from USBC.com.
Yeah, yeah. So I definitely agree with you, Miss Glover. Um, we do need to still know the rules though, but we do need to try to make it more accessible, especially for newcomers. Um, I don't know why we don't introduce newcomers to bowling with a rule book, because we already know how intense bowlers get when they see somebody break a rule. Like it's like yo, y'all like safety patrol on 1,000. Like I used to hate them no stop running motherfuckers when I was in school. But
Hmm.
shit, they don't got nothing on somebody breaking a rule at a bowling alley. Cause yeah, you definitely need to know the rules. I mean, and find them clearly. I agree with this. But my bad, go ahead.
Oh, I was reading the comments. My bad. Sorry. But yeah, that's rule. Reading the rules is a big thing, and I know it's the system is still not it's not the best system. One of the biggest things what I was really upset about on top of this happening, and it put it for to be a tournament director along with you at the same time it didn't put a good taste in my mouth. It didn't I wasn't too happy about this whole situation at all. I was disappointed at the same time, a little happy, but um, I was the more upsetting thing is that we're in a system where we're put in a system where it's already broken. The crazy thing is we're paying for it, paying $27 for it. And here's the messed up thing about it is we paid $27 for it. And say for instance, and this has happened in the past, if somebody decides to run off with that league money, the league is only yeah, it's happened in the past. It's happened in the past. I'm gonna keep that person's name. I'm not gonna say a name, but there are people on this pack on this that's on here. They know who that person is. There were some people that was a part of that league, and I feel for them. I feel for them big time. But there was a person who ran off with the money and then come back with the money. And here's the messed up thing about USBC: it's only bonded for 10 grand. Your insurance is only for 10 grand. You will only get 10 grand back if
You can buy,
somebody runs off with the money.
you can find better insurance nowadays.
I mean, you can, but that's USBCs. They will only
I'm saying
insure 10 grand of that.
that just takes me back to what I was saying about how they don't do shit. We paying $27 a person for 10 grand to be bonded. Like that's dumb as shit, people. When we gonna wake up? But anyway, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. You know, and then you like I say, you're paying a person to do the job, but then it's so outdated of how the system is. I look when I was looking at bowl.com, when I was looking up people's averages and things, I see other regions or districts, we want to call them, or locals. Their stuff is in for this season already. That just passed. It's already in. Greater Atlanta doesn't have their stuff in. Why? There's other parts of Georgia. Hell, people that live in Woodstock, their stuff is in.
Mm.
Why isn't Greater Atlanta in? I don't understand that.
That's a very good question. You said the question is, when do implement a rule book? What point for a new bowler? It should be,
that should be like soon,
just like how
I would say, like in every league.
I know this is gonna sound weird.
Okay, well, go ahead.
But just like when you go to jail, they give you a New Testament Bible. There should be a rule book at every bowling. Like,
you know what that is, or you go to some hotels got the Bible, the whole Bible.
Well, you can't take that with you though. But
no, you can't. Can't. Yeah, you can't. That is
that's a good one. Yep. When you get your first sanction card, that's a great.
Oh yeah, you definitely great. Yeah, you should definitely
teach it, especially when they're young. Yeah, when they're young.
When you get your first, well, not even just young, even when you're older, it's your first thing.
Yeah.
You should get it. I mean, I even thinking about even this now. I mean, this is giving me an idea when it comes to the league. Like, just give every team captain not just the rules of the league, but also rules of USBC too.
Yeah.
To everybody. Like, make a copy and give out to everybody.
Yep.
Like, this is the new book, because there's always a new. It's not like the book, like it's not like, okay, USBC rule book is not like NFL rule book. It doesn't. For many years, NFL has been this rules right here, right? But just a couple years ago, there's been some small changes, right? Right, so where this one, every year there's a new rule book, and something's in it new or something's not in it. Even when they implement something new in it, it's not like it's really, really broadcast. Like the local is not even broadcasting. Like one of the biggest rule change that happened when it was during COVID. Before COVID, the wet towel, dry towel. You gotta have a dry towel.
Yep.
Then COVID, well, that rule goes away. You only can use rubbing alcohol, but we all know what rubbing alcohol does to a bowling ball. I understood what they were saying to use the rubbing alcohol for, but some people use it for whatever they want to use it for.
I guess Anita / Cheryl. I was looking for her in the comments. She just left.
Yeah, she gone.
I tried to invite Cheryl or Anita.
Yeah.
To the conversation.
Yeah.
But
she gone. I'm not looking forward for them to be in the league either. Not for Stan. No. He turns out, no, dude, I can't have that. Can't be in this community doing things like that. No.
Yeah, I agree with this too. Improvement is good. However, be honest, to what your average
really is. Yeah.
If you go from a 95 to 148, you put 148, not 190, not 95.
95.
That is just false information.
That is right. That is correct.
It's basically the honor system.
Exactly.
Like, if you lie about it, you should get your whole stuff terminated. You should be DQ'd. If you lie about your average, you
Right.
should be. That's a
DQ.
50-10 difference. That is huge.
Huge difference.
We
Right.
all know. I don't know why we acting like that's not a big difference. Like, that is a huge difference.
But like I said, they've done this before. They've done this before. Both of them have done this before. But they didn't do it. It wasn't gonna happen with us. They didn't do it with us. They tried, but
When I saw 95 on the paper,
I commend this bowling community.
when I saw the average and that thing said 95,
Right.
I was like, that's nasty work right there. 95 average, that's nasty
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. You got
Like, you ain't even trying. Like, I'm about to tell a story, and it's no disrespect.
Go ahead.
I remember we bowled against somebody's team, right? And I ain't gonna put their name out there.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw who was bowling, I was like, I ain't never seen her before. Who is that? And my teammate told me, he was like, oh, that's such and such sister. They only use her when they got a bowl, like when they need a bowler.
Oh, okay. I was like, they got
I looked on her paper, her average was like 115.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm watching her bowl, and I'm not lying, and she wasn't faking. She looked like they were going to do her a favor if she bowled. Like, that's what she looked like. Like, you know how when you tell somebody, hey, if you bowl for me, I'll take you out to your favorite ice cream shop, or I'll buy you them shoes you wanted.
Was she a little kid or something?
Like, she did not want to be there. Right?
Oh wow. Okay. She had an attitude.
Like, that's how she bowled. Like, they begged her to bowl. Like,
she had an attitude. She had an attitude about it.
She didn't have an attitude. Okay. But you could just tell she didn't want to be there. Like, she ain't want no parts of bowling. She ain't no bowler. She don't get why we do this like this. She looked like they said, we'll buy you a pony if you bowl. Like she was just there to get her pony. Like, that's exactly how she looked, right? So if she can bowl and average 115 with that attitude, a 95, make that make sense. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but this is what I was thinking when I saw it. And that's why me and Tony was talking about it the whole time.
So she was proud to have that 95.
I don't know
the other
how
young
proud
lady.
She was.
No. I'm just saying, from reactions.
Yeah.
You saying the 115 was looking like, I don't want to do this because I don't want this because of my average what it is. Did she feel like she was embarrassed or mad that she got it on 115?
What I'm saying is, I never had a conversation with her about her average. So
okay.
I can't speak on how she felt about it. I can't speak on how she said it. Only thing I said, when I looked up and I saw 95 on the paper, I looked up and I asked her, is this real? And she said yes. And then the conversation moved on from there.
Mm-hmm.
So, but in my mind, this is what I'm saying. I'm thinking of this person's sister who bowled, who don't give a fuck. Like, she just bowled and didn't care and averaged 115. So I'm sorry, if you care, you're not going to average 95. I don't care how bad you are. You're not going to average 95.
Right.
No, we said the name Cheryl Washington. We said the name several times. It was Anita in the chat. She was in the chat. We asked her to come on. I sent her the link to tell her side or to face some of the accusations. But we're still talking about the same person who came in with a 95 average, but actually had a 150 average. And we're just talking about the integrity of the game when you're when you know your averages went up like that. I remember there's plenty of times that I was at a tournament and they'll put down 196 and I'll run into the tournament office and be like, hey man, I think my average is 215. This is much higher. And then they'll tell me to go with it or not go with it. But at least I said something. And with bowling, a lot of times we're verifying stuff, but it's quick. Like unless, especially if you don't pre-register. If you pre-register, we can verify you and have you vetted. And even if we see something that looks weird, we will call you and be like, hey man, what is this I see? You give you a chance to explain it, and then we make a decision on your average. That's what happens when you pre-register for a tournament. But when you don't pre-register, and then we're getting new entries in, trying to do lane assignments and move the line along so we can start on time. I'm not saying we do verify, but you have to understand also verification is like this. All right, because we got to get to the next person. So there is quite easily for people to slip through the cracks. Like, we're human.
I say the other thing you can do is just do a cutoff and don't take no more walk-ins.
That too. But we know that would affect the prize fund. And we know y'all will only come out if the prize fund is worth it. So why wouldn't do that? So this is why I keep saying we gotta bridge the gap between the tournament player and the tournament director and understand what we need to do to prepare but for both sides, because this is what we need to help the process go smoother and run along quickly. And this is kind of the stuff that when you don't do that, these are the outcomes of what happens. People fall through the cracks. People slip. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, if she would have said nothing and she would have talked to nobody, she would have got away probably scot clean.
Clean.
She would have got away clean. It was her mouth that got her in trouble. So I'm letting you being real, we being real and open with this to let you know how this tournament almost went completely sideways.
Mm-hmm.
And what we did to prevent, what the group of people in that tournament office did to prevent that from happening. Yeah, she would have won. Yeah, she would have won well over 35. And then not only that, Stanley, who was helping her, would have won probably third place, but probably with another $1,800.
No, not third. Yeah, it would. So originally it would have been, she would have been first. Norris would have been second. Stanley would have been third.
Mm-hmm.
Tyrone would have been fourth. And so on and so on.
Yeah. See, so the story that we're telling y'all now and why we're being upfront and honest is so we can try to prevent this as a community, and the new bowlers that's watching that may not understand how serious it is, you learn from this situation to see how serious it is. That's why we're telling this story. That's why we're trying to explain a lot of the issues that like we said, you see all the bad stuff on Facebook.
I mean, it is. I mean, I would say this. I didn't. Right.
The bad wasn't as bad as y'all think, because as far as the tournament, if you take the time it took to deal with this out of the equation, we had a perfect tournament.
Yeah, we've been done with it.
We had a perfect tournament.
No, I didn't appreciate. I would say the big.
To this Kevin comment, they did they did finish first. She would have finished first, which was the mission. That was the mission, was for her to finish first. So they would have.
She would have won.
Completed that, Kev.
Well, no. She would have won women's first and the open first.
Yeah.
And the open first. and he would have won the Open third place.
Yeah, and I can see that EK too.
What EK say?
I don't know why it's not showing up on here on my. But
On
he
your
said,
bottom part of your feed?
I think people would rather things move slow than y'all not verifying everybody's averages diligently. At the end of the day, it's y'all reputation on the line as a TD. Y'all got to make sure things are fair and even. And I agree. And I don't know why I can't
I
get it
agree.
to come up here. I'm sorry. And let me hold on, Ed. Let me say this, EK, about it. It's almost a damned if you do, damned if you don't type of thing. Because if we do it that way, like you said, then we have what we had last year. Oh my God, the check-in process was so long. And we started 3 hours late because we had 88 walk-ups at one time. Like, but nobody heard anything about anybody sandbagging last year. But that's all you heard was about the line. So it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't type of thing. And I can agree with what you said, because at the end of the day, if I pay my money, I want to know that my money is secure and fairly ran. So I definitely understand what you're saying. Ed, you still there? Or you sleep?
No, I'm here. I'm just letting you finish what you were saying.
Yeah. That was.
You said, hey, let me say this. I'm gonna let you talk your shit.
Oh yeah, my bad, but yeah, that was it. But
Yeah,
yeah, if
but
you
I'll
wanted
take.
to,
I would say
address
this.
that,
Was that
I say yeah,
so?
if you
I'll
wanted
tell
to
you.
address that,
What he said. Oh,
yeah,
his. I mean, like I say, it's always about the process, and at the end of the day, USBC does state that it's the bowler's responsibility to make sure that their information is correct at the end of the day. Even though it's on us, it's on tournament directors too, but the responsibility is also on the bowler themselves to keep the game fair, to keep the game truthful, not just to yourself, but to everybody else. It's your
right,
responsibility too. Everybody wants to put the responsibility on somebody else all the time. It's your responsibility. No, you post it. No, you post. No, you. No, at the way how these rules are set up in USBC is for yourself to be responsible, not for everybody else to be responsible.
right,
That's why these rules are set up this way. That's why they're set up this way. They're set up for individuals to be responsible themselves, to keep the integrity of the game, to keep the honesty of the game, to keep the truthful and the fairness of the entire game. That's where I stand on that. I mean, if you don't know the rules, get the
yeah,
book and read it and know for thyself. Know the education of that. Don't just jump in. Don't just you're gonna be about it. Learn about it. I get
yeah,
there's different types of bowlers. I get that too. But you're gonna be a part of it. Read about the rules of it. Know it. Don't just grab your ball and just throw it and then it's all that's bowling. No, know the rules.
yep,
Because if somebody else knows the rules, that's in a way of it. I mean, it's not an advantage, but then something will be going there. I have walked on. I say there has been multiple times I have walked into a bowling house and I have seen multiple violations, but because people don't know, it just happens.
yeah,
Violations of rules, and I'd be like, I don't say anything. I'd be like, well, I guess they don't realize that person. Like I said, that person don't got a weight hole in their ball, or the person has a ball that has 3 holes in it, and when the person goes up to the approach and they only have 2 fingers in it, they don't have that thumb in there, just 2 fingers.
oh
People
no,
not
you wild,
watching
you
People not
wild.
watching that.
Yeah, you wild. I be I'll tell them. I may not be loud with it like most people, but I tell them because
Right.
the reason why
Well, I
I
mean,
tell
no,
them,
no, but I'm like, I have walked into other
hold on.
bowling centers. I mean, I don't know nobody there,
Nah, the
but
reason
I've
why I
seen it.
still tell them is because people are cruel in this bowling community.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want nobody rubbing nobody. I be trying to avoid situations, so I may pull them to the side. Yo, let me talk to you. Hey, just to let you know, it's against the rules to do that. Like, and so like we had a situation today. Like, it was a couple of pot bowlers. They finally joined the league. They normally be
Oh.
amongst their friends pot bowling, and I'll bring them. I'm not. I bring them, but they'll come to the league now. They'll start bowling league, and they'll do certain things. And like today, like a pin fell, and he was like, "Can I still shoot at that?" And just if I hit it, I was like, "Nah, player." I was like, "Cause if you do that, I was like, if you do that, the people to the left of you will have your head.
Hit your head, yeah, really.
They will have your head on a roasted fire." Like, so he was like, for real? I was like, man, don't do. Yeah, trust me. I was like, just wait. and yeah, because people are cruel, man. So I tell them, you wilding on that one. I
No, I
tell them.
I mean, I'm just not just talking as in general, not in the where I'm here, but I have seen it in the past. Not recently, but in the past. Now I have seen some people, and I had to say something like on Tuesday. I had to say something to Stan because he's a two-finger bowler, but he has some equipment that has three fingers. And I told him, dude, you pick up that ball with three fingers, you need to put three fingers in that ball. Because I caught him using just the two fingers
Yeah.
on Tuesday, and I said something to him. Like, we're not doing this. No. So, but like I said, I'm gonna go back to
No. Did he know? Hold on. The way you just said that.
Did he know? Yeah, he knew.
Oh, I'm about to say the way you just said that.
Yeah, he knew. He knew. He knew exactly what he was doing, but he needed the ball to react the way that ball needs to react on that lane, still using two fingers, but realize, he's drilled with three fingers.
But so okay, I don't know I'm trying to figure out why I can't.
You got anything locked on it when it comes to chat? Like I said, the bottom it says
Yeah,
chat.
for some reason, like I can like with these old comments, like something like this. I can't put the comments on the screen so you can see what the people so everybody can see what comments, because I got comments coming in from YouTube and comments coming in from Twitch.
Oh,
but for some reason,
does the system allow you to do that?
No, it does, but for some reason it just stopped. So I'm trying to figure out why it's just stopped. So I can't bring the comments on the screen, but I'm going to read some of them.
You want to refresh
Robbie
it?
said,
Try refreshing. Try refreshing.
If I refresh it, I'm scared I'm gonna lose everything.
Oh shit. Okay.
So I ain't want to refresh it. So I'm gonna just read it. But Robbie said, Miss Robbie Glover, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. If I'm not, I apologize. She said, checks and balances, you have to abide by the USBC rules and the individual tournament rules guidelines. Do they align? I believe they do. I think she's saying does the USBC rules, if I'm understanding correctly, I think what she's saying is, or asking is, do the USBC rules align with the tournament rules? And I'm gonna have to say yes, because everything bowling related except for TNBA falls under USBC guidelines. Tournament rules do. If you ask the tournament director about a certain rule, he's going to pull up the USBC rule book. Not only does it align, I think it's damn near the same damn thing, minus the 10 new rules that whatever said tournament director may add, depending on what type of pattern that is. So do you agree, Ed, or well, you snacking?
Man, hey, I haven't eaten really like all day. That's real. Um, I mean, I would be like cooking on the show right now, and it turned this whole thing into a cooking show. But
So Garland says, speaking of leagues, will Monday night at Conyers still be a go for the fall?
hell, fucking yes. One monkey ain't gonna stop no show. You know, that's just real. It's not. Monday night is a go. Um, right now it's the as in the captain spots are full. 32. There's 32 lanes. And there's 32 positions of captain spots have been filled. Those that are captains, they're reaching out for individuals. Y'all do what y'all do. But the captain spots have been filled. Oh, another thing is there was no for this league. Repeat it. I'm gonna say it. There is no franchise fee. There are no franchise boys. Yep, in my white tee. No, that was not collected at all. No franchise fee was never collected. I didn't even ask for it. I just said those who want to sign up for it and be a captain, here's a tablet. Put your name on it. Same thing goes for Tuesday. I did not collect no franchise fee, none whatsoever, for the next season. I said for those who want to come back and be a captain for a team, sign your name right here. Put your name on the tablet and information so I can contact you. No franchise fee. Why? Because sponsorship. Sponsorship. And like I said, I'm gonna go back. Like I say, I'm a loyal to people around me. I really appreciate and really like this community, the bowling community. That's one of the sports. Like I grew up playing soccer. Since I was 3 years old, I played soccer. I still play soccer to this day. And that's my love. But one of my bigger love over that is bowling. I mean, it brings me back times with my grandmother, my mom, my dad teaching me. It brings those times back. Every time I step on that approach, I got those spirits with me. Every time. You know, my mom's still around, and I'm so thankful for that. But her spirit's with me too when I'm bowling. This just brings back those times and those memories. You know, being by my grandmother, being by my dad. So, bowling, and I really enjoy the community. I mean, I would like to be more into the community, but my job sometimes won't allow me to do it because of the time it takes away from it. But I really like this community. But what I don't like about some things of the community is when some things necessary doesn't go accordingly. You have the audacity to go online and try to break individuals down, and you lose the respect. At the end of the day, we're still gonna see each other on the lane somewhere, especially if we're here locally.
Mm-hmm.
And then the many people after somebody makes a comment, then the many people who make other small comments underneath. There's people who making comments who never even know me. I never even spoke to you. I didn't hang out to you. I don't even have your phone number. But you're making comments. You've never been in any of my league, but you're making comments. Let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you, here's a fun fact real quick about Monday night high rollers. Fun fact. 2 years ago, the league became a guaranteed 10 grand for first place. Why? Because I put up $4,112 up as a sponsorship to make sure there was a 5,000 first place for each half. That's
Hold
how
on, what
much
you
I
talking
care
about?
about this community. Oh yes.
What
2
you
years
talking
ago,
about? The who?
Monday night High Rollers 2 years ago.
Oh, where? Stone Mountain?
At Stone Mountain, yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I was the sponsor for that. I was the sponsor that nobody didn't know about. I kept it quiet. And if you want to fact proof that, you can talk to Cece about it. You can talk to Val about it. Yeah, they'll
So,
tell you.
like I said, I can't, for some reason, the comments isn't working for me to bring it up screen. So
Don't
some
worry.
said, why not keep the list of bowlers that came with their USB-C number and go ahead and have it ready for the next tournament? For the most part, we do.
We do, but there's new people
It's
walk in though.
still a, how can I say it? It's almost like when I was in the military, I was security forces. Even though I knew who you was, I still had to see your ID. So it's kind of one of those situations.
It is.
Like,
It's not
if
all the
you
time. You have to have it
on
with
file,
you, but you have to still bring it because make sure that you're
and
that
the
you paid
reason,
it first.
and and to show you that we do keep it when the second squad. That's why that's able to move through so fast. Because when we have people that re-register, it's able to. That's how we move it along. But we always ask on a paper for everybody, just as a status quo. We got to see it. He said, 80 to 90% of the folks be returners. Go ahead and have their stuff ready and all out. We both fill out, but just don't worry about laying something. And we do. And then that's also why that's why also I like that app that we use, because it's the app. When you register the first time, you pretty much already in there. So that is why I like the new app too. So to your point, it's just a status quo thing, but for the most part, we do have that in there. I don't say this. So we do. He was asking. Do we keep they
Well, yeah, we do. It's in the system, but what happens is that it's in the system, but let's say from last from when I looked at from the first year we did it, a lot of those, very few of those people returned. It was a lot of new people this year. So you still got to add, them into it, into the system. And so that's just the thing. But USB-C, by asking for that, it's like asking for your ID when you go to TSA. You got to have it with you all the time. So we got to ask that. Even though
I ain't gonna lie to you, yo. It is mind-boggling the amount of people who don't know what their average is, their USB-C number, how to find it, all that.
I mean, there's an app. There's an app. I mean, it's called.
Right.
There's an app too.
You get something mailed to your house. Just keep it in your bag. Like, do y'all not check your mail? Like that is.
But no, there's an app.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's an app too, but they also, the one thing that they do is mail the USB-C. Got to give them the credit where the credit is due. They do mail you several things that you could put in your wallet and on your keys.
Oh yeah, it is on your key. Yeah,
number. It is. Yeah. That's one thing I will say they do well. It is very hard not to have your USB-C number. Like I don't get how y'all don't be having that. Like that shit is. And then not only that, if you bowl one tournament, they ask you for it every goddamn tournament. How do you still show up without your USB-C number? Like that should be known to you. Like, come on.
No, but like, TMEA, you gotta have both of them.
Especially like, I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what scuffed my Timbs? What really scuffed my Timbs is when I'm in line and I hear the tournament director and I'm in line and I'm next and they're arguing with the person in front of me about their fucking USB-C number. I'm like, how do you not have your USB-C number or know what that shit is? Like You just bowled. I just was on the lane with you the last tournament when they asked you for your USBC number. How you still don't have it? We had the same two-step with the last fucking tournament director. Like y'all know, y'all come on. It'd be the same people every tournament you go. You should know your USBC number or know how to quickly access it. Like, come on. Like, dang, this ain't your first tournament. Every tournament you go to, they ask you that.
I say what the easiest thing for somebody to do when they get it, take a picture and put it in your phone.
Right, that's what Tony just said.
Take a picture, put it in your phone. Put it right in your phone. I mean, I got both of I got my TNBA and my USBC with a picture on it. And the thing is, your number doesn't change. Only thing you do is keep paying your sanction. You just keep it's like your driver's license now. it don't change. It don't change. Look, like what the Gorilla Group girl said. It don't. She said it don't wash out. It don't work. So yeah, it don't change. So that's the only thing. Take a picture of it.
Yeah,
it's not like they asked for it. It's not like they asked for it physically. They just
something said JoJo.
Oh gosh.
That's JoJo something. But nah, yeah, that shit scuffs my Timbs when it happened.
Wait. You see what Justin Sump had a good one.
Oh no, this is yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. That TikTok shot got me in a chokehold. I ain't gonna lie to you. That TikTok shot, boy, that I got so much shit in my cart. TikTok shot got me in a chokehold. Half the stuff I got, this camera, this board I'm using, these rugs in my house, my dresser, man, my sheets, all that came from TikTok shop. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. There you go.
Look at the little bit of Scarface.
Yeah, TikTok shop got me in a headlock right now. I got these skills.
Oh, you got the Skittles? Yeah.
And then the crazy part about the TikTok shop is the more you buy, the more discounts you get. Like, I be having stuff that be supposed to be worth $80. I be getting it for $10. I ain't even use it yet. I got a wireless mic from the TikTok.
Oh, you got that?
Shop. This shit was supposed to be like $40.
Wait. TikTok shop or Temu? Was it Temu?
No, TikTok shop. TikTok shop. Everything TikTok shop. TikTok shop got me in a headlock.
Is you sure it ain't Temu on the side?
Yo, hey, I said what I said. TikTok shop. You can't say nothing bad to me about the TikTok shop.
Oh no, it's good.
Them jokers come fast. All they stuff be good. Them jokers got me in the head. Like, I got this rug from TikTok shop. I'm gonna order me another one that's bigger. I got my bed sheets. I got some satin sheets. I got gold. I got brown.
Wait. What's the count? What's the count on them satin sheets?
Nigga, it's the TikTok shop, my nigga.
What's the count? What's the count? I know, but what's the count? Nigga?
I don't know.
What's the thread? What's the thread count?
Nigga, I'm from the hood, nigga. I don't know what I wouldn't know what a thread count
is. That's the thing. It's the thread count's the thickness of it.
All I can tell you is the threads stay together when I sleep in it. That's all I can tell you. They don't shred when I sleep in it. I ain't gotta worry about it. I don't know.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about no thread counts. I don't know. Sheets are sheets. I'm from the hood.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's one thing though. You don't have to worry about your hair getting messed up with those sheets, silky satin sheets.
Hey. Hey. don't gotta worry about none of that.
Yeah.
You say you were playing Mario Kart 3?
Oh no.
But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, TikTok shop, I got me a lot of stuff out of here from the TikTok. My floor mats came from the TikTok shop. The TikTok shop got me in a headlock. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, so
Oh,
well,
you talking about what?
Alex,
Talking what am I sipping?
uh, was it
Uncle
18
Nearest.
6?
Uncle Nearest, baby. Uncle Nearest.
Yeah, I be buying that
That's
expensive shit.
no, that is a black owned whiskey. It's the same recipe. They finally got the recipe from uh Jack Daniels. That's the old Jack Daniels
What up,
recipe that was
T-Bone?
stolen. Oh, what up, T-Bone? Man, I gotta go to Lilburn and check him out. Um,
Oh, what's the name? Tarika says she know Uncle Nevitz,
no,
Uncle Nearest.
Nearest, yeah, Uncle Nearest.
Yeah, she said it's black owned too.
Yeah, it's black owned, yes, sir. Black owned.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. It's just a big ass bottle that it
That
comes
was yeah. I ain't gonna show you what I was drinking yesterday because they don't pay me. I'll tell you.
in.
I'll text it to you.
It looked good. I'm not, but
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You gonna have to pay me to say a brand on here. Only
I
brand
feel you on that.
only brand I'm claiming on here is the New York Knicks. That's it. Just so
For hey, on the real man, I felt that a little bit you was a little bit angry about that too. In
what?
that about New
What
York,
you
the
about?
game,
Oh,
the
I
game
wasn't.
yesterday.
I
He was
wasn't.
okay. All right.
Alex Jordan.
It was a good
Alex
game.
Jordan
It
up
was a good.
here. Hold up. Hold up. Alex Jordan up here. You guys, Terry. Asked him who I said was gonna come out the East.
Pacers.
Yeah, I said the Pacers coming out the East.
Yeah, yeah. I said that
I
too.
said
That's what
that.
I said.
Ask Calvin Rogers. I said that before the playoffs started.
They look good. They look really good.
I mean, they're the highest scoring team in the league. Like,
But I like that it went to a game seven though. That was
I mean,
a fight. That was a battle.
it, we gave it away. The longer that
Yeah.
series went off, the slimmer our chances was. I knew that.
Y'all needed a game 8.
Nah, the longer that series went on, I knew
Uh,
if we ain't do it in 5, I knew it was gonna be a tough battle to do it in 6. And once we got to a game 6, I knew it was a wrap.
uh,
You heard me every time somebody asked me, say one game at a time. One game at a time. Like the one thing about me, I don't sugarcoat nothing about my team. I know my team. The only
yeah.
thing that really surprised me, and I said it, matter of fact, I'm a post it tomorrow because I screenshot it.
Well, you know what? I would say they out that slump though.
I said if Embiid played 4 more games, we was gonna win in 6. I said if he played less than 4, we was gonna sweep him.
Mm.
But he played more than 4, and we won in 6. I didn't think Cleveland is trash because I did not think that them and I would have had a
Mitchell.
perfect prediction.
Look,
They cost me
if
they
Mitchell
cost me
wasn't
some
on
money
the team,
because
if Mitchell wasn't on that team,
they were supposed to beat the Magic in 6. That was trash.
why? Oh,
They should
yeah.
not have went.
I think I worked the game. I had to work the game in Cleveland. I think that was game 4 when it was in Cleveland.
No, that had to
And
be
it was
game 5.
that was game 5. Okay, yeah, game 5. Yeah, in Cleveland when they won it by 1 point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was up there working that one. That was crazy. Even their own people were like, I don't know about it. I don't know. So
But all right, Ed, man, you want to
yeah.
go ahead and say your salutations?
Oh yeah. Like I said, real quick, y'all. Monday night is looking really good. Tuesday is looking very clear. Um, I appreciate everybody in the community. There are some people I don't appreciate, and you know who you are. You know, keep, you know, if you're gonna say something about somebody, say it to their face. Don't say it online. Call that
Yeah.
person and talk to them. Just a simple thing of a conversation. Just talk with that person. You don't know 'em, just talk to them. Get to know a little something about them. Don't go in there and just start blabbing off. And then to that one person or two, stop telling people that I don't pay out money because I do. I just didn't give you guys $500 of my money.
Mhm.
Stop going around telling people that I don't pay out the money. That is something wrong with the funds. That's one thing I don't do. I don't fuck around with people's money. So stop telling people that. Because at the end of the day, real talk, you two individuals cost me $4 grand out of my own fucking pocket to take care of the league and make sure the league was taken care of the first season. So stop telling people that I don't pay out. I pay out because of something that you guys did or don't want to be accountable for or be responsible for. I didn't pay you $500 because of your integrity, the way you're acting for the interests of both. I didn't pay you $500 out of my pocket. How you treated me, how you disrespected me, not just me, but even the staff. Didn't appreciate it. Even the bowlers that are on that league, you didn't appreciate their vote and what they did and what they said. So stop. If you want to talk to me, talk to me. I'm open for conversation. A handshake don't mean shit unless you have some type of words behind it.
I mean, it's a start though. That's
It is a start. I could be cordial. I could be cordial
yeah,
about it all day long, but
yeah. We
say
ain't gonna act
something.
like yeah, we ain't gonna act like that's not a start because that's
It is a start. But the thing is, you got my emails. As much as you involve me in the email, you can say something. Open your mouth.
yeah. I mean, you got
This as much as you open your mouth and you say whatever you need to say negatively about whatever else to everybody else. You can say something to that person and have a conversation about it.
well. I'm a ask of a little grace because if we can go from anger toward each other to not talking to each other to extending a hand, everybody kind of
But no,
reaches.
that person was
Let me
told.
finish. Hold on. Let me finish.
Okay, okay, all
That
right.
that, that everybody reaches out a little bit different. So the
Mm-hmm.
ex, the extension of the hand could be the start. So that's what I'm saying. Don't shut it down.
I'm not
Don't
shutting it
shut
down,
it
but when
down.
somebody,
Okay.
but I'm gonna tell you what happened is somebody told that person you need to do that.
I mean, regardless of the reason why they did it, because if
I get
somebody
it. I
told me
get it.
something, I ain't
I
got to
get it.
do it.
I get it.
Like
I get it.
that's still an extension. Let's
It,
because
it
I
is.
just don't want to say bump that no handshake because then
But you
we
still, but you get go, but you gave the handshake and you're still out there spreading this word. That's the issue that I have. If you're gonna do the handshake, be genuine and do the handshake. Don't do the
well, that's what
handshake
I'm
and
saying.
still out there telling.
The handshake could be to test your temperature to see if a conversation can be had. Could be
But
because you did.
I get
Because
that.
you did shake his hand back and greet
Yeah,
the same. So there is a mutual respect there where a
there is that right.
conversation, and that's what I'm saying. So now
I
when
can
he
take.
sees that, he may say, okay, since I did that and I got a pleasantry back, the next time I do it, I can say, hey, dog, can we talk over here?
I already said that. I'm open to having a
No.
conversation
I'm
to
saying because
stop.
at first you was like bump the handshake. Now let's not bump the handshake. I just want
I,
to get that.
I say this. I say this. This is what I gotta say here. If you're gonna do the handshake, and then have the talk. But don't do the handshake and then after it still keep spreading the same word that is not true. Then that voids the handshake. That's my thing.
Okay, I can't argue
Put out
to
if I
what's
put
been
out
said.
if I'm not gonna argue, but I'm like if it well,
No.
my
I said
most
I can't because I don't know what's been said.
right. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I'm just putting that out there. You're gonna shake my hand, and we talk about it. Don't shake my hand. Like everything's all cool, and then go and still say things behind my back that's not true. I have no problem putting out the truth to everybody. Like I said,
Mhm.
by all means, if you acted very cordial and respected everything, I would have gave you that $500. But you didn't. That was $500 of my money. That had nothing to do with the league. That was my money.
$500.
Yeah. So the first year, I put out an incentive. Whoever gets a 300 gets $500. And Trey hit that the first
I
time.
remember.
Trey hit it the first
I
night.
remember now. I remember
Yeah,
now.
Trey hit it, and then that other person hit it,
I
and they
remember.
and after everything that they did, and what happened, and everything went on, and everything, they disrespected and all this stuff, everything, but you still wanted $500 of my money after you disrespected me, lied on me, said things that weren't true for the advancement of your benefiting you. Nah, that's like asking, hey Montreal, hey, can I borrow $2, and then say fuck you, and then hey, can I still get that $2? That's a total disrespect. No, you're not gonna do that. No.
Yeah. But yeah, but we appreciate you for coming on.
I
We
appreciate you,
wish
brother. Hey,
peace,
but
harmony. Um,
yeah,
I do want to address, like I said, we thought Anita was Cheryl. We did reach out
yeah.
to try to get her to join. I don't think I don't think the profile was really real.
No, because
Um,
there was no picture on it. When somebody asked, "Where's your
yeah, there's
picture?"
no picture. Yeah. But I just want to, if you do want to come up here, like this is, I'm not coming up here to spread nothing, no lies. It's just a recant and a recall of everything that happened and what led to the decision that was made. If you want to
Yeah,
clear up anything, I mean, you're more than welcome. It's not a place where we're trying to tear you down, but just get you
just
to understand where
understand
we're coming from, and then
in the
maybe there's
community,
something that we're not understanding where you're coming from. So I'm not trying to
right?
sit here and I am going to be real though. Don't get me wrong. If I'm going to tell you know
Hmm.
how I recall the events,
Right.
but no one's going to be here to tear anyone down like that. But it was a serious matter because it has affected a lot
Yes.
throughout the years in this sport.
Hmm.
So, but that's what. So we appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Uh, and
Um,
one thing, real quick, to Jim, we'll definitely have that talk. Um, that you would like to have. We'll definitely have that talk with you
yeah,
because I believe that we all can talk to each other. That's all it takes is a simple conversation. Once you have that,
exactly,
everything is good to go. And we
exactly.
need we need to have more of that in this world, more of that in this communication in this community. Just conversation, talk. You know, then
Yeah,
you'll learn something. But don't go behind people's back and say things and start a whole thing. Don't be a high school.
yeah,
No. So don't do that. We too old for this. You know, we just always about keeping this community uplifted and keep it moving
yep,
and keep it progressing. Don't let this be a dying sport.
yes, yes.
Don't let this be a dying sport. But so just keep everybody up, especially we see each other and we be all smiling and having a good time and everything. Let's keep that energy. But don't break it down. Don't break down the community. Don't. No.
Yep. So, all right, everyone. Y'all have a good night.
Yep.
Take it
Yes,
to the
sir.
outside. We'll be back tomorrow.
Yes, sir.